specifically members of this ad hoc committee, our invited guests that I assume are here with us, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the press. I think for the records, this is in continuation with our duties and mandate as an ad hoc committee of the House of Representatives on the specified matter of Naira redesigning and swap policy of the federal government. I believe members will recall that on the last day of our sitting, before we went for break, on the submission of our report, the House, through the Speaker, gave this committee an extended mandate to continue to follow up this matter so as to see to the implementation of this very important policy effectively. We are therefore mandated to continue to follow up not only with the CBN as an agency or as a major regulator of our financial system, but to follow up with all other relevant agencies that may have fallen one way or the other important in the discussions before us. And it is on that note that the committee sat yesterday, and we decided that we need to interface with some very relevant agencies that will have a very significant role to play in the implementation of this very important policy. The view being that the policy is undoubtedly very unpopular in the base of the people. The policy has created a lot of hardships among our people and in the economy. The policy has also posed a lot of threat to our security and of course to the upcoming general elections coming in the next few days. And it is on that ground that we have decided to invite, being of course the ministry that controls the fiscal policy of the government. We also found it fit to invite the Director of Currency Operation, who of course is under the Federal Ministry of Finance and the Printing and Minting Company. The committee also decided to invite the Chief Executive of the Printing and Minting Company, the NSA, the National Security Advisor, and of course we deemed it fit to also invite the Chairman of the National Electoral Commission. This, we thought, could provide an insight for the committee to come up with issues and find out some facts as to how we move ahead while we are handling this assignment. The overall interest, like I've always said, is for us to come up with facts that we can ultimately guide the House, and through the Speaker, we take the necessary actions. I want to, at this point, commend the Speaker of the House of Representatives, who has consistently been on the neck of the committee that we must be up and doing. It's a committee that was selected, not by coincidence, that he deliberately chose members of this committee to work, even when others are at home going about their electoral campaign. So I want to, by extension, on behalf of the leadership and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, thank and commend members of this committee for really finding time to be very, very dutiful and committed to the service of their nation, or our nation, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So we expected to have agencies like I've mentioned, the Nigerian Minting and Security and Minting Company, the National Electoral Commission, the Office of the NSA, and the Federal Ministry of Finance, expecting the minister and her team to also be there. I said INEC. I think it's only fair to make it known to honorable members that we have received communications from the Federal Ministry of Finance apologizing that they cannot be able to make it today, but they will be before this committee any other time they are given. We have also received communication from the Printing and Minting Company through the MD, the Managing Director, who has also promised to make it unfailingly 11 a.m. tomorrow. So I want to convey these apologies to the committee and also take from you whether the committee deems fit that we take their apologies and engage them tomorrow morning, as in the case of Ministry of Finance and the Managing Director of Printing and Minting Company. So the position of the committee is to allow these two agencies engage with us tomorrow, and their apology is hereby taken. Thank you. I also learned that we have before us a representative from the Office of the National Security Advisor. I would like to, at this moment, yield the floor to him and hear from him what is he in the office of the NSA, and if he has in writing the mandate for him to appear for and on behalf of the NSA, the committee would like to know that, please, before we proceed. Thank you.
I am Rear Admiral A. Mustafa. Security Appraisal Committee, which specifically focuses on elections and other security situations that might come up from time to time. And I want to also apologize on behalf of my boss, who is unavoidably absent. He left the country yesterday on a very special meeting. And because he holds his committee in very high esteem, he called and directed that I represent him. So there's no written mandate. It was a verbal instruction that was given to me to attend this committee, because he said somebody must attend, because he knows the severity of the situation in the country, and he thought that we have to be present in this committee. Thank you.
The committee, you've heard the gentleman here. He is standing in for the NSA. And like he said, I would like to repeat that for the importance and significance of our assignment, the NSA decided that somebody must be here. And if you agree with me, based on his presentations or his introduction, I believe even when the NSA were here, his office, his own immediate office where he heads, is of relevance to our discussion. So I want to seek your leave that if you wish, we take him as representing the NSA, at least for now. And perhaps when we have other details or other issues to seek for, perhaps from the NSA when he comes back, I think at a later time we will do that. So I want to believe you will agree with me that we allow him and we should take him. Okay, thank you very much, my respected members of the House of Representatives and members of the committee. It is now the leave of this committee that we have taken the apologies of your boss, the NSA, to the President on security matters, that you stand in for him, at least for now. When we have the need to still seek for his appearance, maybe for further clarifications, or for issues where your hands may not necessarily have reached, then definitely we will ask him to still appear before the committee. We thank you and appreciate your concern and respect you have for the institution and for the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the circumstances. Thank you. So I think at this point, I will also allow members of my committee to introduce themselves one after the other. I would like to put on record that the duty of this committee is simply to interface with some of this relevant agency in relation to the subject matter. The subject matter being the redesigning of Naira notes, its implications, challenges as it poses to the economy, perhaps on security areas in terms of security, in terms of the election, and so many other things. And it is the belief of this committee that the policy would have, in one way or the other, certain implications to the security apparatus or security architecture of the country, especially when we are facing elections. So in this, guys, we will expect you to let the committee know what you guys are into, the level of your preparedness in terms of being proactive as to how this policy will not be able to affect some of your mandates, statutory mandate. And I want to also believe, as usual, when we are engaging with security agencies like your own, definitely questions and comments by members are likely to border on sensitive and classified matters that you may not want to take them on camera. If you believe you have such answers to confide in the committee and you would like us to excuse our pressmen, then you have ample freedom to seek for that, so that at the end we will discuss with you in confidence and you respond to us very conveniently and comfortably without any let or hindrance. The committee has given you this option. Excuse you, please excuse us for the committee to continue out of camera. Please. Thank you.